Good morning, everyone. I am reading for Gemini. Gemini, this may not just be your sun sign, or it may be another aspect of your astrology chart. So make sure you check out your astrology chart by Googling natal chart or birth chart. You will get a report when you do that, especially if you do one with, I think, Cafe Astrology offer a report, a free report. But we have many signs in our chart of birth. Sometimes no signs appear, sometimes one sign will appear more than once, but we do have many different signs. So you could be a Gemini sun, which means that you identify as being a Gemini. If I said to you, what sign are you? You'd say, I'm a Gemini. That's your sun sign. But you also have a moon sign, which is really important in other sort of strains of astrology. So your moon sign is very important. Your Venus is really important, and your rising is important, although you do need the time of birth to get your rising. So if you have Gemini somewhere in your chart, this Gemini reading may resonate with you. I have often thought how funny it was that I have listened to readings that totally resonated, which were a completely different sign. So it does happen. The way I see it is if it feels right for you, then it's more than likely your reading. But like all readings, you take them with a grain of salt. Don't focus on them too much. And remember, they're there to, well, we say for entertainment reasons. I guess they're really there to sort of, give you some indication of what might be going on. So Gemini, you're up today. Let's see where we're going with you. I want to give the cards a really good shuffle today while I'm on camera. It's really interesting how we get, sometimes very negative people on our channels. We also get scammers. So be, a little bit selective in what you listen to or what you follow. I don't solicit for readings. I never have needed to. So if somebody's offering you a reading, 100% it's not me. The only way I'll do it is if I'm saying on my actual channel where you can get a reading if you choose to. But I don't push them onto people. And I do find that we get some negative comments. When I first started doing reading many, many years ago, like I say, it's just ridiculous how long I've been reading for. Things would really get to me. Like I'd stumble. I'd be really upset and really hurt. And especially when people are being so negative. I don't believe they should be making that judgment on you, and they certainly shouldn't be getting on your channel and making a judgment on what you're doing. If you don't want to watch, if you don't believe in something, you're religious and it doesn't sit with you, then don't watch these videos. If you're going to make comment, I don't even worry about it now. I just delete you or hide you from the channel. So entirely up to you if you want to take that chance, but it means nothing to me. I will not enter into a narcissist's world. I've had enough experience with narcissistic behavior and it just doesn't work with me anymore. So if you want to make a rude comment, just be aware that you'll just be deleted and hidden from the channel. There's no need for it. Go and do your own thing. Go and find your own thing. Let's have a look, Gemini, where we're up to. Knight of Cups coming through. You've got some sort of love offer coming at you here, possibly from a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this is somebody ready to take action here. So this is definitely somebody that you already know, that you're already familiar with. Somebody here wants to woo you. I feel like here this person may have been in another situation and may have not been able to offer you something before, but I feel like here they're ready to offer you something. So it could be somebody who's taken a different direction. They could have moved into your area. They could be in your workplace, but somebody's moved away from something else to move towards you here. All right, Judgment, you've got a second opportunity with somebody. So something that perhaps didn't take off before, something that was not, wasn't ready for a new beginning, but now is ready for a new beginning. You could have been dealing with somebody who was in another relationship that no longer is in that relationship. But there's definitely a feeling here that you are being given another opportunity with the Judgment card after the past disappointment. I do have the Strength card here, followed by the Six of Cups. You've definitely got somebody from your past, possibly a Leo, who's knowing you're single or he's now single themselves. And they're heading towards you quite quickly with that Knight of Cups. So let's have a look and see where we're going with this. All right, we have an Emperor. We have a Divine Masculine. So more than likely, you've been dealing with somebody who was in another situation or was unable to offer you something in the past. I feel like they freed themselves up from that now, and they will be coming towards you to make some sort of offer. You could be dealing with an Aries here, but I feel like this person is ready when they come up as the Emperor. I do have the Five of Swords, which definitely tells me they've walked away from something. All right, Knight of Swords as well. This person's got a lot to say. Look at that third party situation. Okay, so I'm feeling like here you're dealing with somebody that maybe you had a very slow, maybe it was slow, a very close connection with in the past, who was not able to offer you something because they were in another situation. I feel like they've turned their back on that situation now. I feel like this, if you have a look at this Emperor and the way he's looking at the Five of Swords, I feel like he's made some sort of move now to move away from that situation. He's rushing in with something to say here with the Knight of Swords. And we do have that Three of Cups, which makes me feel like you're dealing with somebody who's left something behind. A marriage, another commitment. It's possible if your person was living in another area that they have chosen to move closer to you, or they have chosen to, I almost want to say, switch workplaces. You know, I remember like over the years people saying that they worked with somebody that they fell in love with, and there was some sort of ruling at work that they couldn't be with that person because of the overarching rules of the organisation. And they actually left that place or moved to another place so that they could be with that person. So that's possible too here. All right, so I have the Queen of Cups, definitely strong water energy here with the Seven of Cups, which came up in the What's Cracking reading, and the Eight of Cups. A lot of Cups energy. There is a real strong feeling here that this person loves you very, very deeply. And I feel like here that they've cut back on, I almost want to say cut back on their opportunities, but cut back on their choices. Absolutely, because they're walking away here with the Eight of Cups. And they're definitely walking away from a third party situation. All right, we have the Ace of Cups. Somebody's coming at you to offer you love here, Gemini. No, nothing surer. They've made some sort of choice with the Two of Swords, and we have communication coming in with the Page of Swords here. They've let something go. So if you've been in a situation with somebody, quite possibly at work, but definitely a situation where I don't feel there was not with the Ace of Cups here, I don't feel that you necessarily had a relationship with them. I think that maybe you've just had a really close connection. Maybe you've talked about it. Maybe you understood it. But I feel this person wasn't able to go any further with you because they were in another relationship. And to me, it feels like they are letting go of that past relationship now to come towards you. This person is really showing a lot of love here with that Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups energy. And I feel like this is where they are now ready to walk away from something. They've made that choice to leave something behind. So they are walking towards you here to make an offer. Okay, let's just have a look. So I have the offer coming through with the Knight of Cups. I feel like this person's chosen between two pathways. There seems to be a rebirth. Now, often when I see the Judgment card, I think it's a reconciliation. So maybe you haven't heard from this person for a while, or they haven't been able to talk to you because they've been dealing with stuff in the background, which has obviously been very difficult for them. But I do feel here, like with this strength energy here, could be dealing with a Leo, that this person is now ready for commitment. I do have the past card with the Nine of Cups, so I feel like you're dealing with someone who's either recently become single or is working to cut down the choices or options in their life to move towards you here. Okay, let's have a look at the energy oracle cards. Okay, so this was a reading for Gemini, if you've been picking that up along the way or you've come into the video halfway. Okay, full hostilities. It looks like Kevin Sorbo from, I can't remember the name of the show. I can remember his name, funny enough. 26. Why has this card come out? Defense is up, aggressive energy. So it could be that with this particular card, because I don't feel like this is definitely not your energy. Maybe you're dealing with that third party. Yeah, it's really funny because in the What's Cracking reading, I felt like that would be the case where you were dealing with the third party, not the party that you were dealing with directly. But the hostility card does talk about somebody being more aggressive or more verbally outright with you. So just be really cautious. Like, don't get involved in this. If somebody's coming to you to tell you something and you feel hostile towards them, or they're dealing with somebody who's hostile, which can happen when you've sort of got a third party thing going on, maybe just sort of back out of it nicely and make the decision to leave things as they are and not chime in. It's possible if you're dealing with somebody that they've let the person know that they're with, that they are moving on to somebody else. That's always possible. I don't feel that's for everybody. I feel like that hostilities may be you're a little disappointed about what happened in the past. Possibly that's what's coming through. All right, I will leave you with that. Thanks, Gemini.